see the more colors they are, it's going to be more vibrant. Like the sauce itself is going to take on a natural color.
Yeah.
When you buy the prepared sauce and you see yellow or red or something, it means they put artificial coloring in there. When we use the ripe peppers, we're going to get a nice color from it.
Right.
Just a couple of friends. Chris here, CaribbeanPod.com. Welcome to my kitchen today. First time in this series, Cooking with Chris. I've got my friend from Serbia, and here she is.
Hello.
That's Bonnie, guys. Bonnie's visiting Canada for a couple months, and today she wants to learn how to make hot sauce. I'm taught, you know what, no better thing to do than some hot sauce. Introduce Europe to some of these wicked sauces we got down in the Caribbean. The first one we'll be doing is with these bird's eye chilies and garlic. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably an 8, and then we're gonna go to the big boys. And over here we've got the scotch bonnet peppers, and that's sauce number 2. So stay tuned, Cooking with Chris. We've got Bonnie in the kitchen with us today, guys. So here we go. So basically what we have here, we have some sea salt. We're going to be using some fresh ground black pepper, garlic, as well as these bird's eye chili, or we call them bird pepper down in the Caribbean. And all we have to do is pretty much remove those stems, and they're going to go in exactly like that in the food processor. We've got some peeled garlic. I'm just going to take the stems off there. And this is so simple to put together, but yet such a lovely pepper sauce or hot sauce. So all we're doing here is removing the stems from them, and we're going to toss it into this wire basket because they've got to be washed, guys. Bonnie is made out of steel, man. She's saying that the peppers won't bug her hands, but I would recommend wearing gloves because these babies can be very hot. So do be careful when handling such hot peppers. So the peppers are all trimmed, they've been washed, and now Bonnie's just going to toss them all into the food processor here for us. And again, guys, do wear gloves. This can be very hot. And then we've got all these garlic here as well we're going to put in to the food processor. And if you want, you guys can certainly use some shadow benny in there, cilantro. Bonnie had asked me earlier, how come we don't use onions in there for flavor? We don't use onions because when you use onion, it tends to go bad fast. The shelf life on the sauce will be diminished if once you start using stuff like onions and anything that holds a lot of water. So with the peppers and garlic all in there, we're going to go in with some sea salt, some black pepper, and vinegar. Vinegar, we need some liquid in here. And since we're not cooking this sauce, the vinegar is going to bring everything together for us. All we want to do at this point is just pulse it because we don't want to puree it into a smooth sauce. We want it nice and chunky to have a little bit of body. So all we would do then is just pulse. And we're going to keep pulsing until you start breaking everything down. So see, it's already coming together nicely. And if we open this up, you can go ahead and take a...
Oh my god.
It's beautiful, right? So what we're going to do, we're just going to scrape that we're just going to scrape it down a little bit and keep going. We got a pepper hiding up in here. Yeah, right there. Oh, we lost one. As you can see, it's all coming together now, so it's pretty much maybe 3-4 minutes of it. What are your thoughts on the first one, Bonnie?
Oh, it's great. It's very hot, but very, very delicious. So I like it since I love very hot and very spicy food. So it's right thing for me.
Sounds good to me. Now this one here, we're going to be using what we're famous for in the Caribbean, scotch bonnet peppers. These ones here, it's about 4 or 5 times hotter than what we just made. So this is going to be a bit more hotter. We're going to be using, again, just a little bit of garlic. We're going to be using a carrot, some celery just for flavor, the juice of a lemon plus one of the lemons. We're just going to dice that up. And to bring everything together, we've got some vinegar again, because we're not going to be cooking this and we don't want to add any sort of preservatives other than the vinegar to help keep it. Pretty much we're going to have Bonnie cutting up the stuff that we're pretty much prepping for this second sauce. And all she's going to be doing is giving these peppers a rough chop. And again, Bonnie is brave, guys. She's going bare hands with these. Gotta remember, don't follow what Bonnie's doing. These things are lethal. I'm not sure how this European girl is doing it, but we'll see later. I'll give you guys an update on whether or not she's bawling with pain after. But pretty much, we're just gonna chop these scotch bonnet up. You'll notice we're keeping the seeds because that's where we want that heat, and it's all going into the blender. We've got some carrots that's gonna get rough chopped, some garlic, as well as the celery. So we've got all the peppers already in here. We've got the diced up carrot, the diced up celery. I diced up half of that lemon, so we're gonna get that intense lemon flavor. And I'm also gonna go in with the juice of another lemon. This is where we're gonna get that strong, and remember to keep looking for if there are seeds in there, but we want all that lovely lemon juice in there. Just gonna squeeze that in there. And you can certainly use orange juice if you want. If you've got clementine juice, whatever sort of citrus you want, you can use. Or if citrus is not your thing, and obviously keep it out, right? Then we're gonna go in with some sea salt. And you can use ordinary salt as well. And finally, vinegar. Again, because we're not cooking this and we need a liquid to be able to blend it into that smooth consistency that we're looking for. We've got everything here. I mean to say, this blender is very old. I think it's about 40 years old. However, guys, it's one of the strongest things I've ever come across, and we want to puree this until it's smooth now. So we're just going to work this down until it's nice and smooth, and to the consistency different to the first hot sauce that we made. We're all done now, so you're going to see the texture is totally different. It's rather smooth compared to that chunky one that we did first. And remember, that one was very basic. This one, we played around with the flavors a little bit. And what Bonnie was saying is something about the flavor. Maybe you can tell them what you think about each one. Or maybe the second one, the last one.
Yeah, this one, the second one, has completely different taste, even though both of them are very hot, but it's just different. Maybe because it has more ingredients, but it just can't be compared, maybe because of other type of pepper. The
pepper itself, yeah, the Scotch bonnet pepper on its own tends to have a different flavor than that bird's eye pepper that we used. So Bonnie, how did you like cooking with Chris today?
Oh, it was amazing, Chris. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed.
Yeah, no, you got 2 different hot sauces you can take home with you. When I was a kid, like I was telling you, when we were kids down on the islands, we would even put this on cheese. Yep, we just wanted that fire in everything that we ate. So guys, Chris here at CaribbeanPod.com. If you guys want to come cook with Chris, maybe I'll come to you. In the comment section below, leave me your comments or check me out on CaribbeanPod.com. And do remember to subscribe to the channel. Have a good one, guys.